back here again with another Vinyl Finds video, and I feel like I say this all the time, but it's been a while since the last time I've done one again. I feel like I've kind of been slacking, but I haven't really been finding albums all that often. I haven't really been buying them all that often either, but I just haven't really had the time or the money, so always an issue as well. But I do have a few albums that I've accumulated in the last month, which I figured I would show them off. And of course, there's a few albums that I've pre-ordered that I'm still waiting for them to come out, and other releases that I'm looking forward to picking up when they do come out. So there's definitely some cool stuff still coming out this year. Just recently, a couple of days ago, I actually saw that Blind Melon Soup is getting a reissue, which I'm really stoked about. That's probably one of my most wanted albums on vinyl, and of course the original copies are just so expensive and really definitely not affordable. So definitely really happy that Soup is finally getting a proper reissue, and getting just a reissue period, honestly. Then I think that comes out at December 9th, I want to say. I've already pre-ordered my copy of that one. So definitely really cannot wait for that to come out and people actually listen to that on vinyl. Just a phenomenal album. Totally one of my favorite albums of the 90s at least. Definitely I feel like underrated album for sure. Definitely an awesome album from Blind Melon. And of course the Pearl Jam Vault vinyl coming out. I think that they actually said that they're going to start shipping here probably in the next week or so. So I'm hoping to have that one within the next week or two. I'm definitely looking forward to spinning that one. I'll definitely obviously show those ones in future videos. But speaking of Pearl Jam, the first thing I am going to show, of course, is the Pearl Jam reissues that came out. I think these finally came out, I want to say the beginning of September. Yeah, I pre-ordered these ones back. I want to say it was the end of April, beginning of May. So it was a good while ago. Of course, I have original copies of both of No Code and Yield. Definitely had to get the reissues though, and just really very cool. Always love the artwork for No Code. Just a really cool presentation. I'm really glad that they replicated that with the reissue. But yeah, it just sounds fantastic. I'm really glad that you're able to actually go out and purchase these at affordable cost, and definitely just awesome that they have these albums out again. I'm looking forward to more Pearl Jam reissues coming out, because there's a few albums that I really would love to have, and they're just the originals are just so expensive. But of course there is the Polaroid sets in these, and of course this one I got the same Polaroid set in this one that I had in my original, which I think was set E, but it is what it is. I was kind of hoping to get at least another one, but it is. But I also did get, of course, Yield as well. And with Yield, I will say that I don't have a problem so much with the actual record itself. It sounds just fine, but as you can see, somehow the sticker that it came with was not on the back of the thing. It was peeled off and stuck on the album sleeve, which kind of messed the sleeve up a little bit, which is kind of frustrating, to be quite honest with you. It's like I pre-ordered the album and then I didn't get it until a week after it came out, and then you open it up and the sticker is stuck on the sleeve, and it has ruined not only the sticker, but it's also ruined the sleeve. And I emailed Tin Club about it, and they emailed me. I would say they emailed me back pretty quickly, and they basically told me that I had to rip up the sleeve and tear it apart and show them a picture of the ripped up sleeve, and then they would send me a replacement out, which I honestly felt was a little bit ridiculous. They did at least offer to do something, but I just opted to just leave it alone, and I didn't want to damage the record. Because I figured if it didn't have a sleeve or a proper sleeve, it would probably just end up scratching the record, and then I would have to get a replacement album then, and which I eventually did anyway. because I actually went to Half Price Books about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and they actually had the reissues of No Code and Yield, and it was probably about half the price of what it was if you were to go into get them at an actual record store. So I ended up grabbing both of them. Got another copy of No Code. Pretty much just trying to get another set of Polaroids for this one, which I actually did. I was actually lucky enough to get another set of Polaroids, and part of me actually wants to get 2 more copies and try to complete the Polaroid sets, but probably not going to do it because I don't need 5 copies of No Code, and you don't know. My luck, I probably would not get the 2 that I need right away, so I'd have to just keep buying them until I actually got them. So probably not going to do that. But I also did get another copy of Yield. I actually have not opened this one yet, so I'm hoping the sticker is not stuck on the sleeve on this one. Hopefully it's fine, but glad to be able to get those ones for like a little bit of a discounted price. But that is the Pearl Jam reissues. I did get a few of the singles as well. I got Hail Hail, Given to Fly, and Off He Goes. So I didn't get all the singles that came out. I'm sure I will eventually, but those ones will do for now. That's the ones I did not have, and the other ones I already have original ones of. So I just didn't figure I really needed to get the reissues of those ones right now. But moving along, probably my favorite album so far of like at least new material that's come out so far this year is probably Wilco Schmilko. Just a phenomenal album. Really, really enjoy it. And of course, this one is on pink vinyl. And just an amazing album from Wilco. They really always do fantastic jobs. I mean, I really enjoyed their last album that came out last year called Star Wars. I really liked that album as well. But I think I actually like this one a little bit better. But I mean, Wilco always putting out some really good albums, especially in the last couple of years. Really every song on here is just really, really enjoyable. I've listened to it several times and it has not gotten old yet. So definitely up there with my favorite albums so far of the year. But I got that one at the Vinyl Rescue Project, which I haven't really gotten too many things there lately. But there's a few things that I'm hoping I'm able to get there when they come out. And of course, Black Friday Record Store Day, I'll probably be hitting the Vinyl Rescue Project up on that day. But I did go to Luna Music. I think last weekend I went to Luna Music, and it's been a while since the last time I went to Luna. I want to say it was probably maybe March, April, somewhere around there the last time I went. And always find cool stuff there. You definitely always find something cool there. It's just the only problem with Luna, sometimes I feel like their prices are just all over the place. I feel like they just put a random price tag on some of those albums because sometimes they're just outrageously expensive, like double the price on Discogs. It's like there's like one album I saw in there that they had. It was a music on vinyl version, and they had like $60 on it. And you go to Discogs, you can find one with a U.S. seller and get it shipped for less than $25. So like, I don't know if they're just getting ripped off or just trying to rip people off, but definitely some of their stuff. It's a cool store. They have some cool stuff there. Some of their albums I feel like is definitely overpriced a little bit, but some of them not too bad. Some of the new albums that come out, they're what you would expect them to be and what they are pretty much universally everywhere. But I did find a few things that I was looking for that Luna actually had, and I was happy enough to pick them up. The first one is an album that I honestly wish I would have got in 2014. For some reason I never did, and it's the reissue of Oasis, What's the Story, Morning Glory, which is just a fantastic album. I mean, a lot of great songs on here. Wonderwall, of course, Champagne Supernova. Just a really solid album from them. Pretty good reissue. Definitely happy to actually find this one because I actually was looking for this one at just a few other record stores, and none of them had it anymore. And it came out in 2014, the reissue did. and Luna still had a copy, so I figured probably a good time to pick it up, and I mean, it wasn't too expensive. Another album that I picked up at Luna that I couldn't find anywhere else either when this one came out. It's the reissue of Beck, Mellow Gold, and the colored on. It's on the Bong Load label, and it's numbered 603 out of 2016. Definitely cool that they had a few of these left in their store. It's on this purple looking color. Just I mean, another classic album from Beck that, I mean, I'm just really glad that these are getting reissued, because the originals, again, just a lot more expensive. And I mean, of course, Losers on this album, which, I mean, if you turn on the radio anytime that song's, I feel like that it's just a regular radio song, which, I mean, kind of makes you not want to listen to it all the time. But nonetheless, fantastic album from Beck, and definitely glad that Luna had that still in stock. And then, yeah, a few days ago, I did go to Irvington Vinyl, and always find something at Irvington Vinyl. They'll always have something that you're wanting to find, or you're going to find something there, and if you don't, you're probably just not looking that hard. But I don't think there's ever been a time I've not walked out of Irvington Vinyl with at least one item in my hand, but definitely was not disappointed again. I only got one album this time, and it's an original 1993 copy of Tad Inhaler, their album that came out in 1993. It's just a fantastic album. Really enjoy the song Greasebox. And just an awesome album. I actually haven't gotten too much of a chance to actually spin this actual album yet, but I'm looking forward to being able to do that. But just a really awesome find there. And Irvington Vinyl just never disappoints me. Easily up there with one of my favorite record stores to go to. And just a fantastic store. I mean, the stuff that he gets in is it's crazy. It's not like any other record store, with the amount of, especially like rare 90s albums. I don't think I've ever found quite as many anywhere else outside of Irvington Vinyl. But I do have one more album to show. It's the last album, and it's actually another Beck album that I was really pleased to get, and it is actually the Vinyl Me Please version of Odelay. And this is actually the first Vinyl Me Please album that I've actually gotten. I actually signed up for it for the month of October to actually just get this album, because when I saw that they were reissuing the Beck albums, I wanted to get this one in particular just because it was the Vinyl Me Please exclusive. And I'll say this one is pressed not by Bong Load, and it was Geffen Records is where this one came out, and it's on a different color. It's on this kind of brown looking champagne maybe color, but it sounds fantastic. Definitely really glad that I pulled the trigger and signed up for Vinyl Me Please. Of course, it came with this original artwork as well, and does have the drink mix on there. So definitely very, very, very cool. Definitely probably won't be the last time I get a Vinyl Me Please album. Definitely depends on the album, 'cause I'm sure there's albums that come out that probably don't interest me, but that one definitely did, and definitely was happy to sign up for that month. And just definitely a really cool service, and you definitely get some cool stuff when you sign up for it. But that is all the albums I actually have to show. So I hope to have another video up sooner than the last time. Definitely got to stop slacking, got to do some other videos. But anyway, again, guys, thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.